Greetings and welcome once again to another episode of the Morrowind Mod of the Month, taking a look at the best mods released each month, and today we're actually going to be taking a look at the best mods of September 2018. Now, September was a pretty busy month for the community, even if there was perhaps not as many new mod releases as August, with only about 53 new mods released in September, compared to 81 in August, but, all well, minor detail. There was still a ton of new graphics and gameplay mods in September, many of which we'll be taking a look at today. First and foremost though, as always, down links are down below, and you can also find a link to a new, online poll down below as well for, the best mods of October, so do please remember to go vote. And anyway, our mod of the month for September 2018 is Skills Module by Merlord, and really this is kind of a gameplay modder's resource, at least that's probably the best way to describe it. Since this mod doesn't really add anything to the game on its own. Instead, it provides a framework that modders can use to add whole new skills to the game, which function and level up the exact same way as all of, Morrowind's vanilla skills, and, even show up in your character's menu. That said though, because this is a modder's resource, and just as a side note here, I think this might be the first time a modder's resource has actually won the mod of the month, except, possibly for Tower Data. But anyway, as I was saying, because this is a resource package, I will be using a couple of different mods for, our little showcase here. And right now, there's just two mods that utilize Merlord's Skills Module. Frostwind, which adds a survival skill to the game, which you can, level up by performing, just survival-related activities, like building campfires, chopping firewood, and just so on and so forth. And also, the Demon of Knowledge, which adds the inscription skill to the game, which allows you to inscribe spells on parchment and the like. And as such, we'll be using video footage from, those two mods for a showcase here. But there can be no doubt that Merlord's Skills Module offers a lot of potential for modders willing to use the latest in WC not only build. And for the first time since Morrowind was released, modders can actually add fully functional new skills to the game. And there's just tons of potential mods that, could come out in the future as a result of, this resource here. Perhaps we'll see a return of the climbing skill from Daggerfall, or the languages skill, or perhaps, whole new skills like fishing or, for crafting items. Either way, the sheer potential that this resource unlocks is unquestionably why this mod deserves to be our mod of the month for September 2018. And I'd highly recommend, checking it out if you're, looking to do something new with your next mod. And moving on, our second pick for the mod of the month is Remiros Alcohol HD by Remiros. And now, obviously, this is a graphics replacer for all the booze-related drinks in the game, like, Syrdoak Brandy, Sujama, Grief, and all the other ones that I don't really know how to pronounce. And let me just say right away that this is just an absolutely beautiful and highly detailed replacer, covering both the models and textures, for these drinks here, and giving them an absolutely fantastic new appearance. Obviously, there's not a huge amount to, cover here, so we'll just be doing a bit of a close-up of these drinks here, and, do keep in mind, this also covers Nordmead from Solstein as well. Now, just moving the camera in a bit, there's just a lot of detail on these bottles, and again, this is just an extremely beautiful replacer, and probably one of, if not the best replacers for drinks on the market right now. And it perhaps shouldn't come as too much of a surprise that this mod was very nearly selected as our mod of the month for September. And indeed, it only had one less vote than Merlord's Skills Module, so again, it was just a really competitive month for, high-quality mods. And it certainly would have deserved to be our mod of the month as well, but either way, it's definitely a great second pick too. And finally, our last choice for the mod of the month is a Vanilla Style Body Replacer by Heinrich Guil, aka G-Volt, aka Stavrogan, aka at least a dozen other aliases. And now I must confess, I'm really not much of a body mod fellow. I'm fine with anything as long as it, isn't a pixelated low-resolution mass that even I can't discern as being humanoid. So, needless to say, I have pretty low standards, and as many of you know from the years I've hosted my online showcases, my eye for texture work is pretty much non-existent. But having said all that, this is a really pretty impressive mod, adding a new body replace option for those who are perhaps, not satisfied with either Robert's bodies or better bodies, and, just want something that's specifically more vanilla flavored. And this certainly delivers in the vanilla flavor department. Stavrogan has provided what is certainly the absolutely best highest resolution texture and model replacer for vanilla style bodies. So you'll get the vanilla experience, but without all the, low resolution, low poly count bodies that you had to deal with in the vanilla game. You know what that means. Lovely brown underwear, fantastic abs, toned muscles, and all the rest. And with so few body replace options in the Morrowind modding community, and with a recent resurgence in demand for, specifically vanilla-style graphical replaces, there can be little doubt as to why this is our third pick for the Mod of the Month. And indeed, it came pretty close to, coming in first place, but September was just an especially competitive month. Which is really the only reason it's our third and final pick for the Mod of the Month, and, not our first. But anyway, that wraps up this episode of the Morrowind Mod of the Month. Don't forget to download the links down below, along with a new online poll for the best mods of October. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.